Mute this.
Once the word social reject gets thrown around, it's pretty much the end of the conversation.
Yeah. I
like,
mute the
yeah,
combo.
well,
GG.
I see where this is going, and it's nowhere good.
A really good argument there, you know.
Yeah. Like, oh no, it's always nuts.
You play on PC, you're a social reject.
How dare you play in 144 frames? Clearly that means you're a social reject.
Dude,
you
playing on
PC
console,
communist.
that's cool.
So I know Rags is a bit of a controversial figure, but there was one thing he said like 3 or 4 years ago that always stuck with me because I thought it was funny. But he was talking to somebody who was like I think he was like an Xbox guy, something like that. He was a console guy, and they were arguing back and forth. He's like, you have so much pride in your stupid PC, and he's all like, of course I do. I built that shit myself. You think I don't have pride in something I made with my own two hands?
Oh, I remember that.
It's like, yeah, I can kind of see that. At least it makes more sense than being proud of something a company sold you. So technically, buy the parts. But yeah. Anyways, I digress. Just
right. Speaking of social reject, I guess we're calling this the social reject podcast.
I like it.
I guess.
Yeah.
We gotta reclaim that title.
Yeah, since we're called it so much, we might as well own it. All right. Yeah. I guess let's just get right into it. So E3, right around the corner. Lots of speculation on console stuff. Lots of speculation on different kinds of games and stuff. Like, what do you? I guess in general, what's like one thing you guys are most interested in right now? Or looking
I'm actually really excited for this year's E3. There's some ways and some things that I'm hearing and rumbles and rumors and stuff that this could definitely be a pretty nice one. The hardware stuff that everyone's talking about, like, that's cool and everything. I'm definitely gonna get on. I do still like consoles, so I'm definitely gonna get a PlayStation 5, for example. But even just not the console stuff, not the hardware stuff, a lot of the software rumors that I'm hearing, man, this could be a crazy year. Definitely more interested in the stuff Nintendo's got up their sleeves, but if the rumors that I'm hearing are correct, Square's E3 and Microsoft's E3 are going to be insane. So I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, same with Microsoft. I really think I have faith that they're gonna show us something we want, because I just hope they double down. They just continue to double down on everything they're doing with PC. Definitely putting all their games and stuff like that, and Game Pass. I don't know. It's crazy. Like 5 years ago, you would not have thought they would have done this. It's so weird.
5 years ago, they were anti-crossplay and not supporting backwards compatibility. I mean, there's that infamous quote from the Xbox One reveal where he's like, if you want to play old games or you want to play offline, we have the 360 for it. So to imagine that in just 5 years, Microsoft would make such a huge turnaround. I mean, I guess that's what happens when you're getting, when you're not number one anymore. You get that humility. We saw Sony. We saw Sony have it last gen. So I guess that's why competition is good, and that's why I think that it's always healthy to have multiple people in the race, because having that competition makes you do things like this, makes you have to offer your consumers something of value.
Yeah. Let me just say one thing, and then I'll give it to you, Papa. And they're competing without... Well, yeah, they are putting exclusives on Steam, but they're competing with way more than just exclusives. Like,
definitely.
Game Pass and putting Xbox Live on PC for free and things like that. They're competing without, forcing people onto a console. Well, not forcing, but
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I agree.
What about you, Baba?
Well, I honestly, it's insane how pro-consumer Microsoft is being, and it's just really cool. I'm really excited for Microsoft and Nintendo's press conferences the most. I think they're going to deliver the best here. I haven't heard anything from Square's, though, so I don't really know much about their press conference this year, but from what you've said, it sounds like it'll be pretty cool. But I'm definitely most excited for Nintendo and Microsoft's right now.
Definitely. Once this is over, I'll DM you the stuff that I'm hearing about Square, because obviously I can't say that in public. But
Yeah.
Ooh, right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I guess Microsoft. I just wrote stuff in my notes here and just yeah, what do you think Microsoft's gonna reveal? Like, do you think I feel it probably won't happen, but I would love to see, and I tweeted this out earlier, I would love to see them kind of make their own PC that people can, like the first console PC hybrid that people can actually like put a GPU in and like trade it out for different GPUs.
From like 2016.
Yeah.
If any company could do that, that'd be Microsoft.
I mean, they got the money, they got the resources, they are Microsoft, and I mean, it makes sense. It's computers, so it would bring that casual market into PC gaming very easily, especially if they, make the price point fair. So like, I don't know, $400 or $500 or anything like that. I think that'd be all right. And then they just come up with, I don't know if they want to partner up with any like Nvidia or AMD or anything like that, but they could make their own, GPU lineup and just like release one or two every year and say, hey, here's a low budget one, here's a high budget one, and just, I don't know, that could, the life cycle of that device could last way more than a console life cycle.
Oh, absolutely.
So
yeah, honestly, I mean, I know Valve already tried it, but I think if Microsoft gave it a go, because they own Windows, they could manufacture their own little custom console API of Windows that is a little bit more functional, because it would just be a little mini PC essentially. They could do that and cut down on costs by owning it themselves, and release like a $500 box that is getting good performance, because that was the big problem with the Steam machines, is that like you were getting a cool little mini PC, but honestly they could barely really run anything. So if they match the price point with a good performance ratio and everything, I could actually see it being pretty successful, because a lot of console players would absolutely jump on that if given a chance, and make it upgradable, and then that's it. That's all you need to.
They'd just be in their own lane completely.
Guys,
they don't have to compete with Sony or Nintendo or anybody.
But basically, yeah, Microsoft could do a Steam machine. That'd be pretty dope. I would support that. I'd probably get one.
I probably. Well, I have a PC, but it depends.
I mean, I do too, but I'd probably get one for my bedroom. Just a little, like replace my PS3 in there with a nice little PC box. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and as far as it like actually happening, I could see it happen, just not like this year or next year. But I could definitely see it happening within the next few years or something, because Microsoft is it's not phasing out the Xbox, but kind of moving it more towards everywhere instead of just one box.
They're expanding is the way I like to put it.
yeah, that makes sense.
I'd like to see them talk about it at least. Like they're definitely going to reveal an Xbox. I don't know. I'd like the idea of a mini PC. Go ahead, Fizz. I kind of interrupted you.
All I was gonna say is that I know it's generic and cliche to say this, but damn, I'm looking forward to Halo gameplay. It's gonna be so sick. I'm so excited. You don't even know. You guys don't even know. I am so excited for this game. And especially because of so look, 343's had their struggles over the last 5 years. I will admit that. But everything that they've learned from making these games, and all of the directions that they've said they want to take this game, has me very excited, because I'm a huge fan of classic Halo. Big fan. I don't know if you guys watched my most recent thing I talked about, but Halo 3 is like one of my favorite games ever made. So the fact that they're hearkening back to Halo 3 is making me very confident in this game. And the fact that it's all being like powered by next gen hardware and all that stuff, this is going to be a dope game, launching day and date on Steam. So your boy's going to be playing it on PC.
That part's awesome.
Yeah, it is coming to PC, right? Infinite?
Yeah, it is all future Microsoft day and
That's
day
so
and day.
fucking awesome.
I know, it's going to be crazy. So yeah, I'm very excited for that game. That is my biggest Microsoft takeaway, is just because they're going to show off Halo Infinite gameplay. Everything else is just going to be icing on the cake, honestly, because that's the main attraction for me personally.
Huge fan of Microsoft right now. Huge fan.
I'm not like, I haven't beaten a single Halo game. I'm not really that big of a fan.
We're gonna chat.
You need.
But Infinite, from what we've heard, sounds pretty fucking awesome, and I'm definitely gonna be getting it when it comes out because it sounds really cool, and the direction, from what I've heard, they're going for more of a classic kind of approach. And look, I want to play the Halo games when the Master Chief Collection comes to PC. I'm definitely gonna be playing that, so
Dude, hell yeah.
I'm definitely excited for that.
Just skip 4.
No. Still get 4, but just play the campaign with me and
4 was alright.
Like, just 4's got a good campaign. Just the multiplayer stuff isn't too great. It's still worth it, in my opinion. Still worth it to play through.
No, 4's
What are
skipping.
your thoughts on 5?
Oh, honestly, 5 is the only one we're not 100% sure about, because the custom games in Forge is already on PC, but the campaign, matchmaking, multiplayer, and firefight are not. So I don't actually know if they have plans to bring that over. Maybe a little bit after the Master Chief Collection comes out, they might revisit it. But as far as I've heard, nothing, no word on that yet. Not even any rumors circulating in my circles. So I'm not 100% on that one.
I watched the 343 stream and they talked about that briefly. They said they basically just said they had no plans so far.
Oh, did they? I didn't watch any of the newest stream stuff. So
okay, I can link it to you and give you a timestamp.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I was watching them play Halo Reach. No, yeah, it was Reach, and yeah, they talked. Someone asked in the stream if it was gonna be put on the Master Chief Collection, and they just said no plans as of yet. So
yeah. Well, no plans could really mean anything at this point, so maybe we'll see it in the future. Honestly, you're not missing much not having Halo 5, so
I've heard that wasn't really the best.
Yeah, definitely the worst campaign. Decent multiplayer, but easily the worst campaign, so I don't think it's too big of a loss not having it, but whatever.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
One thing I'm really excited for Microsoft's E3 is we might be seeing Fable 4, and I think that would be
Yeah, I know that's been rumored a lot lately. I would be in complete support of a new Fable game. It just makes me a little upset that they are waiting to do this after they shut down Lionhead. Because Lionhead for years wanted to make another Fable game, and Microsoft told them no, and that they wanted them to work on that multiplayer game that got canceled all those years ago. And then they shut them down because that game wasn't making any progress. And so then they shut them down and have somebody new work on Fable. Like, that just seems really shitty to me. Especially since they've wanted to make another Fable game years ago. So we could have had Fable 4 by now from Lionhead, but I don't know, Microsoft executives wanted a different approach to it, got a studio shut down, and now had to restart. So that upsets me, but I'm a big Fable fan. And I know my stepmom, Fable's like her favorite franchise of all time, so I know she would be really happy for it. I would support a new Fable game, even though Fable 3 was pretty bad. I would absolutely support a new game.
Yeah, definitely. And like if Fable 4 was announced, that would mean it'd be coming to PC also, because obviously Microsoft's doing that, and that would be
definitely that would be pretty nice. Definitely. I think Fable 1's already on PC. I don't think 2 and 3 are though, right? To my knowledge.
Yeah, 2 and 3 aren't, but 1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, 1's really the only one that's super good, anyways. But I did like
2 was good, but 3 was bad, and the first one's definitely the best one. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. I only played 3.
Poor dude. Yeah, I'd say give 1 a shot. It's on Steam, so
yeah, definitely.
It's probably cheap, right?
Okay. I would assume so. Yeah, it's a pretty old game. It got remastered in like 2014, I think. So that's the version that's on PC.
Right. Any other predictions on Microsoft before we move on?
Probably like probably a new IP, I would assume. I feel like they want to try and show like new stuff there, and something totally new that we haven't seen yet. I would assume they want to show.
All right, I think I'm back. Sorry about that. What?
Awesome.
What I missed?
No, just last prediction before we move on Microsoft.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really in the best of seats to be predicting stuff about Microsoft, just because I've heard a lot of rumor mill and I don't know what's going to actually come true or not. But I know for a fact we're definitely getting Halo and Gears gameplay. I would love to see. I know that there's been a lot of rumbling about Banjo. I don't know anything about that. I don't have
That's true.
rumors.
I was just about to talk about that.
If that's true, if that actually ends up happening, oh my god! Like, I'm gonna throw bottles all over the place. Like, that shit's gonna.
They would win E3. They would win E3.
If it happens, it's got to happen at Microsoft's conference, right? Like that. That's the most sense.
Either that or Nintendo, because I really believe Banjo's gonna be the next Smash character.
I hope so, man. I hope so. I really do.
Do you guys think
he deserves it. He flat out deserves a spot. Every character that's been added to the game so far deserves it, but especially Banjo. That is classic Nintendo IP right there. Like, that is classic Nintendo. So I hope he makes it in.
Do you guys think if a new Banjo game is in the works, do you think Microsoft might bring it to the Switch?
I don't know about that one. I would I want to say I hope so, but we still need to see what role Microsoft is having, with the Switch. I know that Cuphead is already on the Switch, but that's not a first-party game. Rare is a first-party developer. So if there was a new Rare-made Banjo game that would be first-party IP, we don't know if Microsoft is looking into putting those first-party games on Switch yet. I want to say I hope it would come, because I'm very confident that a new Banjo game is going to be in the works.
Nuts and bolts too.
I hope that this is going to be kind of like a cross-promotion thing. I know that, as much as Smash is a celebration of franchises, it is also a great marketing tool. So I would assume Banjo's coming in to promote a new game. But we'll see. We'll see on that one.
Banjo-Kazooie VR.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Connect.
No, they bring the Connect back. Connect only Banjo game.
Oh my god. Stop. Just stop right now. You're going to make me mad.
Perfect segue then. Talk about Nintendo. About Banjo coming to Smash. I really think that's going to be the next Smash character, because
I think so too.
Like you said, Fizz, the cross promotion. I mean, imagine just a Banjo trailer dropping. It's, Banjo gameplay, this and that. It's just everyone's hyped up. It's a new Banjo game. Then at the end of the trailer, Banjo freaking I don't know. He's doing something. He looks behind him, and then a big shadow cast over him, and then it's just a Smash logo. And then that leads to the Smash character reveal. That would be
like the Isabelle trailer, but in reverse.
Yeah, that would be ridiculously hype. They gotta do it like that.
Do you think we're gonna get a double reveal like they did with Smash 4?
I don't know. I think they want to space it out. I don't think they want to do two characters.
I hope that they do a double reveal, because that would mean you could get Banjo revealed on the Microsoft stage, and then a Smash character to close out.
Dude, that would be insane.
Nintendo's stage.
Goku.
Oh no. No.
Goku.
Not Goku.
Minecraft Steve.
Please stop.
No, there won't be two Microsoft reps. It'll be one or the other, and I hope it's Banjo.
I hope it's Banjo too. That'd be so much better than like Steve or fucking Master Chief.
You want to know something though? If Banjo or Steve or whoever the fuck actually makes it in, they'll be the first Western character, which is a pretty big deal. Yeah.
Oh.
First Microsoft rep, which is a big deal in its own right, but then first Western character. Every single character in Smash right now originates from a Japanese. You should say, to be fair, Japanese game.
I never thought about it.
So yeah, he'd be the first Western character, which is already a big deal, and that would open the floodgates for plenty of others.
I just don't see who else it could be besides Banjo.
A lot of Western gaming that can be celebrated as well. That I think that's the direction that Smash needs to go next, because they pretty much have most, if not all, of the main Japanese franchises covered. Only one we're really missing is Dragon Quest, but if the rumors are right, we're probably going to be seeing that come soon too.
Yeah, makes sense with Dragon Quest 11 coming to Switch.
Yeah, it's just got to be Banjo next, because I mean, a new game's about to be announced. Tons of rumors, tons of like merchandise of Banjos being made, and
yeah,
it's just we're obviously gonna get a Banjo remaster, a remake, or a brand new game.
I really fucking hope.
Which I'm fine with either. I would love to play Banjo again.
I
Switch or something, that would be amazing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I heard rumblings of I don't know. I have no sources to corroborate this, just various Twitter talk. Rumblings of Rare Replay coming to Switch, which would be interesting. You know, like
awesome.
Classic Rare games. You know, Banjo and stuff like that. Like that'd be cool to see on Switch. I'd support that a lot too. That'd be fun to play on the go.
Phil Spencer did say, like a few years ago, he's like, Nintendo fans, why don't you just ask Nintendo to bring to talk to Microsoft to bring the game to, just that, like Phil Spencer, he had talked about on Twitter, like, why don't you guys just ask Nintendo to talk to Microsoft to bring the game to a Nintendo system?
Yeah, I saw that too. They were also saying the same thing with, like, they kept saying they would love to see Banjo and Smash. So like Microsoft's behind it.
Phil said that himself, which leads a lot of credibility to this rumor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's all lined up. All the puzzle pieces is just right there. They just got.
And since Microsoft and Nintendo are so buddy at this point,
I agree. You know who else Nintendo's buddy with? Ubisoft. What if we see a Ubisoft?
Rayman.
It
needs to be Rayman. Rayman after Banjo. No further questions.
Well, yeah, fucking Ezio.
Another two
Western characters back to back. I'd be for it.
It's Mario from Assassin's Creed.
Oh my god, yes. Oh man, you know, honestly, if they do a Ubisoft rep, I'm okay with an assassin. I'm not gonna lie, Ezio or Altair or somebody, like anybody.
I just hope it's not. I just hope it's not like a new assassin from like Odyssey or something. I'd hope it's like Ezio or one.
Ezio, Altair, or Ezio. Desmond.
It would be Ezio, but I would be okay with Cassandra or Edward, even the Fry twins. I'd be down for them.
Get out of this podcast.
I like modern Assassin's Creed. I know everyone shits on it, but I like modern Assassin's Creed. So I'm down with either of those three.
I'm like halfway through Origins. I gotta finish that game, but I like it.
I see Origin. Everyone flipped their lids over Origins. Origins was all right to me, but Odyssey, man, that shit blew me away. That was the one. But we're getting off topic. Sorry, I didn't mean.
No, it's fine. Yeah. So basically, Nintendo. What do we think? What are they gonna do besides announcing Banjo for Smash or anything like that? What else are they going to announce?
Crossing.
They have to. They literally
have to. At this point, game they've doubled down on the release date. They said like just a few months ago, it's still coming 2019. So I'm
really
confident. Their confidence makes me confident that we'll see the game this winter.
It just worries me because New Leaf was delayed.
Yes, New Leaf was delayed, and so was Three Houses. Three Houses was delayed by a few months as well, so it's not like Nintendo is above delaying their games. I know the Switch has been, for the most part, on it with their game releases, but just because of the most recent knowledge we got about Animal Crossing, I'm still confident we'll see it this year. I know not everyone is, because we haven't heard anything about it since the Isabelle trailer. But
let me get some F's in the chat for Metroid Prime 4 real quick.
Oh god, yeah.
Metroid Prime 4. But you know, honestly, the fact that they're willing to take the time to say, "Hey, this isn't working out. We're gonna restart." That's good. That's a good thing.
I love that.
I'd rather get, I'd rather get a good game out of this whole thing, So I don't think anything like that is going to happen crazy with Animal Crossing. I saw on Twitter today people were talking about 2021 delays. I'm like, okay, look, that's not realistic. That's a little over the top, but Nintendo seems confident, and their confidence makes me confident. So I think we'll definitely get the full blowout reveal at E3. That's going to be their big highlight game, because what are they going to have to go up with Pokemon this year? I mean, we have Pokemon coming in November.
I'm so hyped for Pokemon.
Yeah,
me too.
I love how open world it looks.
So maybe this will be their winter game, their December game. That's my prediction.
Animal Crossing's gonna push systems, dude. It wasn't that the highest selling game on 3DS.
This is gonna be the most selling year the Switch has ever had, no doubt. Between Smash being on the market, all the backlog, Mario Kart and Breath of the Wild and all that fun stuff, but then also having a new Animal Crossing, a new Pokemon, like a real new Pokemon, not Let's Go, having fucking Fire Emblem, that's gonna get the weebs going crazy, myself included. We have a fucking new Mario Maker. Like, yeah, the Switch is gonna sell tons, and that's not even including all the third party and all the other stuff coming. So
plus, like with Sony and Microsoft, kind of their systems are old at this point, and Nintendo system is still pretty new. That's just gonna lead even.
Yeah, the Switch hype train's still going. So
all they gotta do is just bundles.
Yeah,
bundles.
Yes, do tons of bundles this year, Nintendo.
Just for each game.
Sell like hot.
We're getting a custom Pokemon console. If we got a custom Pokemon console for fucking Let's Go, we're getting one for a real Pokemon game.
Dude, I might double down. I love Pokemon.
I'm gonna have like 5 Switches by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Oh man, honestly, I could see myself doing that too. I was thinking about getting a second one for the bedroom because I have 2 gaming setups, and I don't like moving my dock back and forth. So I was thinking of doing that for real.
Luigi's Mansion 3 fans, anyone?
Yeah, I'm not super into it, but I'm glad it's coming out. Because I liked the original, but I didn't like the one on 3DS that much. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm glad it's happening. I'm glad it's coming for people who like that stuff. It's not my thing, so I'm not gonna, crazy about it. I think it's great that it's coming, though. I'm happy for the fans.
Depending on what they show at E3 about it, if it looks more interesting, because so far we really haven't seen much, but if it does look like it's going in the route of Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube more so than the 3DS, then I'll be more in.
Yeah, I know there was some talks about, co-op play in this game, so if co-op ends up being really fun, I might pick it up and go through it with like my sister or something. Like, that would be pretty cool to do. I'm not against playing it. It's just, Luigi's Mansion was never really my thing, so it's not like I'm sitting here like, most anticipated of 2019 or anything, but I'm glad it's coming. It's going to be a great game. Even the second one was fun. So, even though it had problems, it was still enjoyable. So I'm happy that the fans are getting a sequel. I know that they've been asking for a long time. So it's about time we got a new game.
Yeah. This is a thing with Nintendo. They have no problem whatsoever with the games at all. Like, this is going to be a huge year for their games. It's just like the Switch itself, and I mean, I've made a video about this. Papa's made a video about this. It's just the features inside the Switch. If they could, like, I don't know if they'll say anything at E3, but by the end of the year, at least, if they could just, if not have a update up of like every feature we want, like, free cloud saves, get rid of the friend codes, fix the online, all this stuff. Like, I'd like them to talk about it, at least. I don't know. I'd like to see something like that, but that's probably not going to be announced at E3.
They won't mention anything this E3. They have specifically gone on record as saying this is going to be software focused, so I think it's just going to be game the whole way through. I would love to see those changes. To be honest, though, if there's anything I can count on with Nintendo, it is that you can't count on them for anything online related.
Yeah.
So I'm not holding my breath for any of those features to even be touched on throughout the entire lifespan of the Switch. But prove me wrong, Nintendo, and I'll be a very happy boy.
Okay. So yeah, just hyped for all of Nintendo's games. Seems to be the consensus.
It's the one I'm looking forward to the most. So
Same here.
Any Pikmin 4?
Oh, dude,
yes,
I really hope we get Pikmin.
I haven't played any Pikmin, so
supposedly Pikmin 4 is done. So I don't know where it's at, but apparently
It's been done, apparently.
well, I don't know what to say about that game. I mean, I know there's a huge cult following, but it's like so niche that Nintendo
it's
just
like
keeps
the
cucking you guys.
closest Nintendo will get to a real-time strategy game. It's weird, but I like it a ton. Play Pikmin 3 if you get a shot. It's great. Yeah, I would love to see Pikmin 4, but it's been missing for so long that I honestly, I don't know if it even exists at this point, but apparently it's been done forever, so maybe they scrapped it for some reason and are restarting, or
That would be my guess.
saving it for a rainy day. I don't know what they're doing.
Saving it for when they don't have any games coming out. They're just like, all right, we'll just keep this.
Yeah, they're just like panic and press the release Pikmin 4 button, I guess. I don't know. I guess the same thing with fucking Metroid Prime Trilogy. They have it ready to go and they're just waiting. So
I really want to play Metroid Prime, so I really hope the trilogy comes out because I haven't played them. So
Dude, that's
really
easy money. It's just easy money.
Right?
Jeez.
If they bring back the Prime Trilogy with gyro aim, oh boy. Oh boy, that is gonna sell so good.
Yeah, I would love to play those games on the go. And if they just give us an update, well, I guess I don't really care if they do, but if they just say, yeah, Metroid Prime is still, we're working on Prime 4. Don't worry, guys. We announced it last year that we delayed it. Maybe show a tiny teaser. But that probably won't happen.
Just because of the fact that it's been restarted, I just don't know if they have enough to show at this point, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the development's going faster than expected, and they can show off a trailer or some art or something. I don't know. I mean, I would be down for that, but what I really want to see that's been missing in action is Bayonetta 3.
Oh boy, yes.
It's been missing since the last a year and a half, 2 Game Awards ago, basically. And
I think we're definitely gonna see it here.
We got to see something.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a next year game, which I'm fine with because Platinum is working on Astral Chain right now, so I know that they're not going to be able to finish both games at the same time.
Astral Chain looks
but
good.
yeah, Astral Chain is really super good. We're going to see more of that, which is going to be nice. But yeah, Bayonetta 3, I would love to hear more about that. They might wait until after Astral Chain is out, so we might see it in the fall direct. But maybe we see something this year. I don't know. I hope so. I would love to see a little bit of a look at what they've got for that game.
Yeah. Anything else on Nintendo? I think that's
we could sit and talk about
games.
Nintendo for hours. So probably move on.
Yeah, let's just move on. All right, so Half-Life 3. Okay, let's move on. Coming out for next gen.
God. You know what we can talk about? We can talk about Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's a real game that exists and is getting DLC this year.
Is it?
Yeah, Square's already talked about it. They're going to be showing off some of the DLC at the Square conference.
Oh yeah, I got to play it on Critical.
I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3.
And wait, Kingdom Hearts, any of them or just 3?
As a kid, I
Watch
played
your
the
words.
first
Watch
Kingdom
your
Hearts,
words.
but I never finished.
You played the first one?
I played a little bit of it, but I never beat it as a kid.
Do you have a PS4, Papa?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sending you my copies, and you're playing through the series, and we're gonna talk about it. It's gonna be, it's great.
Yeah,
but
just contact you in a couple years when you're done.
Exactly.
I've been interested in the games though.
Yeah, they released the critical mode update, which everyone seemed to thoroughly enjoy, as they were getting their asses spanked by that game. So I'm hoping that the DLCs is gonna be pretty nice. They've hinted that these are going to be like story DLCs, so it's not going to be just like, I don't know, just some random stuff. So it'll be story DLCs, which might help fill in some gaps that certain players were not super enthused by with Kingdom Hearts 3 story. So I would be very happy to see literally anything new Kingdom Hearts. Just anything Kingdom Hearts, just inject it right into my veins, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, Square's. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Final Fantasy remake. I'm excited for. I hope they don't make it episodic, because they already delayed. Did they delay it?
God.
Yeah, I hope that they've decided to not do that, but I know that they likely are going to do that again.
Remaking a game in an episodic format. That's so just why.
I'm just gonna get the remaster on Steam. Fuck it. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII.
Me either.
Really?
Yeah, really. I only played 10.
My favorite.
10, 10-2, 13. And that's it. And I have 15 downloaded, but I have not touched it yet.
Well,
Yeah.
7 is good, so I'm excited for the remake. It's gonna be good, definitely. But yeah, if they do it episodic, I'll be disappointed. But whatever.
I know you guys are gonna hate me for this, but I've only played Final Fantasy.
Which one?
Say again. I think we cut out for a second there.
Which one did
Okay.
you play? Which one did you play?
I've only played Final Fantasy.
Again.
Just say the number.
I've only-
Quick! The number.
Okay.
Quick!
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, okay.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I have made numerous videos about 15 and its relative quality, but I never ever thought that 15 was a bad game. It was a rushed game, but I love Final Fantasy 15, even with the rushedness of the launch and having to fix the game over time and add stuff to it as DLC. I always said that 15 was a good game that had a bad development cycle. That's all it was. So
Yeah.
I know people like to hate on that game and say it's as bad as 13 or Final Fantasy 2, but it is not. It is a very good game, and you should play it if you have not, especially now that it's fixed. So yeah, no, 15's good. Don't feel ashamed about only having played that one. I would definitely go back and play some of the older ones.
Yeah, I
7
really.
is a good bet, but I'd say 10's probably the one that's aged the best and is my personal favorite, so I'm biased.
Yeah,
but
10 is.
I was really excited that they started bringing some of the older ones to Switch, and I'll definitely be trying those out soon. But
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they're real good fits for handheld, especially because they still use save points. So you can't just like stop anytime, so you got to go to save point to stop. But with the Switch, you could just turn the screen off, and it's like, okay, well.
yeah,
That's-
that's kind of
that's-
perfect.
So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd get 10 and the 10-2 pack for the Switch, definitely, and maybe 7 if you're wanting to try that before the remake. They're definitely worth playing even now. So, and I think 10 especially holds up perfectly well for as old as that game is. That shit is still really good.
Yeah, I played that on PS4. That was a really good game. Is 7 on Switch?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh.
at least it's coming to it. I don't know if it's.
Alright, well, Square's doing a lot. Fucking, why did I even write EA on here? So, Jedi Fallen Order. I guess that's what it's called. Anyone excited for
right.
that?
Yeah,
I'm excited
I
about
am.
It looks like, yeah, it looks good. I just can't trust EA at all. Even if they say no
Yeah,
microtransactions, no DLC, paid DLC or whatever. I love Respawn with all my heart. Absolutely love that studio. I don't trust the publisher at all.
I don't either, but I'm gonna say something, and I don't want to get shot for saying this, but EA is bad. EA is bad, but they have done right by us, at least with Battlefront 2 and their changes to it, and some of their more recent games, abandoning season passes and just giving content for free. I know Battlefield 5 has had a bit of a content drought, so I'm not saying that they're all perfect. I'm just saying that they have definitely taken steps in the right direction. Battlefront 2 is a totally different experience than when it first launched. It's got a ton of pro-consumer strategies, and they're releasing content, and it's a fun experience that I think is a very enjoyable game to play now. And if they can just nail the launch of this game and are staying true to their promises of just releasing this as a single player experience that I know EA hates so much, then we could see something special, especially with Respawn and the talent that they have working for them. If they just let them take the reins and do this right, I have faith that they can make a great game. I just need to see more.
I'm just waiting till launch. I'm waiting till launch. I'm not even gonna watch any trailers. I'm really
happy for Respawn because they've been getting a lot more attention now with Apex Legends and now this game. So I'm really happy that their talent is finally being shown off. Because with Titanfall 2, it was really like under the rug and nobody cared about it.
Well, that's EA's fault. They sandwiched it in between Infinite Warfare and Battlefield 1. It's not gonna win that battle.
Should have released it in the summer when it was dry as hell.
Or the year after. It could have been a 2018 game, like a winter or a spring 2018 game. There's no reason it needed to launch a week before Battlefield 1 and a week after Infinite Warfare. That was dumb of them to do.
It was so fucking stupid. Like, just from a business standpoint too, just why?
Yeah, even if Call of Duty wasn't going to overtake it anyways, there's no reason to launch it within a week of your other flagship multiplayer game. Like, you're releasing a multiplayer game and then saying, but no, don't buy that, buy this new multiplayer game a week after that. It's dumb. It's bad marketing, and Titanfall 2 died because of that. And Titanfall 2 should not have died.
It's a good game,
second best-selling game of the year, honestly, but it wasn't.
I've been playing it recently, and it's really fun.
Yeah, the Respawn and the talent that they have from, X Infinity Ward and everything, they know how to make single-player games. They've been doing it, but they also know how to make multiplayer games. They have that really nice balance. And while I think that, Titanfall 2's multiplayer can get a little frustrating at times, I stand by Titanfall 2 having the best single-player campaign this generation. Well, shooter single-player campaign.
Okay.
Yeah. Shooter single-player campaign. I want to make that abundantly clear.
That's a little bit of a reach, I was about to say.
But what about Ubisoft?
That was the next fucking bullet point. Splinter Cell, please. Thank you.
Splinter Cell, please, and thank you. That's it. That's all I want.
One thing I'm interested in to see is Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh yeah,
fuck.
Dogs Legion or whatever.
Yeah, it sounds really bad from the leak. And
I'm not into Watch Dogs at all. I played the first game halfway.
The thing that interests me the most about Watch Dogs, and this should show where my attitude is at. The thing that interests me the most about Watch Dogs is the fact that it's connected to the Assassin's Order, the Assassin's Brotherhood.
That's so cool.
And that's all I get. That's all I care about. That's it.
I've been playing Watch Dogs 1 recently because I'm gonna do a 2019 review of it, and I mean, it's definitely not at all what they promised the game would be, but it's not that bad of a game.
No, I don't think Watch Dogs 1 is a bad game. I think it's a generic, mediocre game that's only saving grace is the Templar assassination mission that ties into Assassin's Creed 4. That is the only thing that I remember about Watch Dogs 1. And the final boss. I thought that was interesting as well, but you'll get to that later. So.
Yeah, Watch Dogs has so much potential as a series. It's just they've been just not doing anything well with it. I just don't understand.
Yeah,
Watch Dogs 2 was a step up, but it just got swept under the rug of all the other generic open world games that came out.
I also feel like it was just I don't know. I don't want a super ultra serious campaign or anything like that, but I feel like it was just a little too silly in some.
It was too Far Cry, not enough.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a thing.
Yeah, so it was the reception that 2 was better than 1? Because I played halfway through 1 and I just got bored.
Yeah.
And I have 2
right now.
Will
agree. Most people will agree that 2 is better than 1.
Yeah, especially in gameplay.
Yeah, that's the big benefit between the second game is that they really fixed a lot of the issues with the clunky mechanics.
But the leak for Legion, apparently it's supposed to be where you freaking play as any NPC in the game or something, and that sounds dumb. I mean, it sounds interesting, but like you have no actual character, and all the NPCs are like randomly generated or procedurally generated in some way, and backstories and stuff.
They did the same thing in Watch Dogs 1 and 2, where like you can scan the NPCs.
Oh, yeah,
all have different like names and personalities and things that you can find out about them by hacking into them. And that's a cool idea to take that even further. But I hope there's like a central narrative and like something, a driving force to it, and it's not just like NPC Simulator 2019. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So
it needs a good story. It needs a
Yeah, and I think that, you know, the Watch Dogs, you know, the central themes of like surveillance and, you know, monitoring and, you know, government interference, I think that's a cool theme to explore that has not been explored at all, because 1 and 2 barely fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
So if they can make this game, you know, about that and do it correctly, then who knows? It could actually be interesting. I just want to see more, and hopefully they show something off.
But the thing is, if this game is kind of shit and it sells poorly, Watch Dogs is probably...
Yeah, Watch Dogs is fucked.
I just currently have no interest in it. I mean, unless they cross it over with Assassin's Creed and just combine the two franchises. I mean, I don't know.
At this point, why haven't they done that already? Just fucking make a modern day Assassin's Creed and just make it fucking Watch Dogs 3.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Because Aiden is canonically Aiden is an assassin, so I don't know why they haven't done anything else with that.
Just literally make Assassin's Creed, like the next Assassin's Creed game should just be like a crossover with the Watch Dogs, and just, you know, you're in the Animus playing as the assassin, and then when, you know, you wake up and you're playing whoever the, you know, the descendant is, that's just the Watch Dogs guy. Watch Dogs guy.
Dude,
that would be fucking cool.
We've already got
both gameplay styles. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was just gonna say we already got a taste of that in Assassin's Creed 3, you know, with like the modern day section there.
Yeah.
So if they can, like, I would love a modern day Assassin's Creed. That'd be super dope. I would also love a, you know, ancient, you know, feudal Japan Assassin's Creed more so.
That would be badass.
Sakura already came out.
Yeah.
I need to play.
It's really good. I still need to beat it. I'm like halfway through. It's fucking hard.
I'm so bad at From games. You have no idea. I try, but I can't fucking do it.
That's how I felt.
Bloodborne.
I tried Bloodborne. I can't. I'm trash. That's just it. I'm trash at it.
I had the most fun with Bloodborne, but out of the 4 or 5 From the games that I've played. But yeah, no, haven't beaten any of them. So I try. I'm bad. I'm better at other things.
Right. Let's see. Anything else Ubisoft is doing this gen or this E3?
Just Dance 2020.
All right, let's move on.
Best game of the year. Fucking game of the year.
God. All right. I guess Sony. What? I don't know. What are they doing? We know Death Stranding's coming out this year.
Which looks fucking amazing, by the way.
Looks interesting. I need to see a little bit more, but I think it's gonna be that kind of game where it's like mostly immersion focused instead of gameplay.
It's a Kojima game, so it's all about that story.
Yeah, which I like those kind of games. So I mean, I like Until Dawn and shit like that. Shit like Heavy Rain.
I just like how fucking balls to the wall they're going with the story.
Right. Yeah. It just looks.
Yeah.
Really
it sounds
weird.
very interesting, especially with its like shared world pseudo multiplayer thing they got going on. Like, what?
And then like Kojima's like saying this is like pretty much a new genre. Basically, he's like calling it what was it, like social strand system game or?
Yeah, he is a crazy guy, but he's a good director. I mean, he hasn't made a bad game. I mean, you can say Metal Gear Solid 5 was rushed, and you can say that, you know, maybe Metal Gear Solid 4 had some story problems, but he's never made a bad game. So I am very excited for it, because it's more Kojima, and I like Kojima, so give me more, and I'll be happy. That's how I look at it, anyways.
Yeah.
I'll buy it, especially if it comes to PC as well.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Let's not
I
even get
really
into
hope-
that can of worms. Let's not even get into that. And I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, a lot of ponies. What else? I mean, they're really just spacing out what they're coming out with, so I think that's all we're gonna get this year. Ghost and Last of Us 2 is gonna probably come out next year. Probably just one of them. Or both, I don't know.
Yeah, I know that they are wrapping up some of the mocap stuff or whatever, like some of the rigging stuff. And once that was done, it took the first game 6 months from when that was done to release. So we could technically see it as like a winter game this year, like, maybe like a December, something like that. But I think it's more realistic to assume it's going to be early of next year. Maybe March.
Similar to like what God of War did.
Yeah, basically be like the God of War 2020, which I'd be down with.
Okay. Well, yeah. They haven't been doing that bad with games besides Days Gone, which was trash because it got 60 Metacritic. Right?
Oh
Reviews don't matter, though. But if it's over 80, they do. Let's see what... just... They're spacing out their games. PS5. What do we think? 60 FPS standard?
I hope so.
I doubt it, but I do hope so as well.
Yeah.
As somebody who does play a lot of console games, nothing would make me happier. But as somebody who plays a lot of console games, I know that is not realistic to expect. It's not realistic. So I want to say that hopefully maybe, if it seems like it's got the hardware to definitely reach 4K 60 in at least most games, but God, knowing console developers, they're probably going to do some dumb shit and put like ray tracing on and fucking tank the game's performance to 20 FPS, and this will be the new N64, it'll be something like that.
Yeah.
8K ray trace.
8K 120 FPS ray tracing enabled.
Dude, hell yeah. $400.
$399 tonight.
Comes with an 8K TV for free. Just pay $8,000. Alright. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I had. Anything else you guys can mention that you're excited for? Like one or two more things?
Epic Game Store is sponsoring the PC gaming showcase. And I'm wondering if they're going to be showing some fucking exclusives there.
No, we're just going to get
probably
Red
Red
Dead
Dead.
Fortnite skin.
Oh, God.
If any exclusive, it's probably just Red Dead. Maybe.
I would be so fucking pissed off.
Which I'm not going to buy. That game looks boring. I don't know if you guys have played it.
I have.
I like the first game, but I don't know. I watched some people play Red Dead 2, and it just doesn't look like the same game. I don't know.
I like Rockstar games a lot, and Lord knows I can play a long game, but Red Dead Redemption 2 just doesn't respect your time. Like with a game like Persona 5, right? Like, that game is long as fuck, but there's never a moment playing it where you're like, God, I'm so fucking bored, I don't want to do this. Like, no, everything in Red Dead 2 is fucking tedious. Like, everything in that game just sucks to do. And I got bored. I played that shit for like 30 hours, and I felt like in a different game I could have done the same amount of shit in like 10. And it just, God. I'm gonna go back to it because I know that it's got a good story and all that shit, but man, everything around that story is clunky and tedious and dumb, and I hate it.
How about you,
But
Bob?
that's just me getting myself crucified on the internet.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
You don't even want to know what happened to me when I said that Persona Dancing was a better game than Red Dead 2 last year. That was not. That was not fun for my Twitter notifications.
And boys, what am I excited for?
I hope-
What am I excited for? I don't know.
Ghost
Just-
Recon looks fun. I liked
Yeah.
Wildlands, so this new game looks pretty cool. I'm down for it.
I'm not that into
Wild.
Ghost Recon, and I didn't like Wildlands, but I like how it's going for a bit more realistic kind
Yeah,
of
that
thing.
was like my big gripe about Wildlands. So hopefully this is able to fix it up. I'm interested. So they've got, I'm interested, and that's really what they want. So we'll see more, I bet, at South Showcase.
True. Right. Okay.
That's pretty much it that I can think of, anyways.
Yeah. Anything you got, Papa?
Just excited to see Pokemon gameplay at Nintendo's Treehouse event. That's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah, that'll be cool.
Need some more Pokemon Bayonetta. Yeah. That's it, I guess.
Yeah.
Borderlands
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes out in April.
Yep.
3. yeah, April. I'm actually, whatever you want to say about this, I'm just gonna grab the PS4 copy and play it in September.
I might do that.
Okay. I'll
Well,
do it
because
too.
me and my siblings have played every Borderlands game together, and so we're gonna just play this one together, local co-op like always.
Yeah. Respect.
So we're just gonna get the PS4 copy, and it'll be
Yeah.
good.
Respect.
Yeah, it's a good series. I'm excited for Borderlands 3 a ton.
Same. Me too.
I just
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
Randy Pitchford wasn't such an ass.
Right.
He's a passionate ass, but he's an ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Absolute
to
ass.
respect
Absolute
his
ass.
passion for the games. It's just everything else about him is just like
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
All right. If that's all we got, I think that's it.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
think of
that's
anything
pretty good.
anything else.
pretty good discussion though.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on and taking the time. I know you probably got to get ready real quick, right, Fizz, for work?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm cutting it pretty close here.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
thanks for joining me. Obviously, I'll link your channels down low. Whoever wants to check it out, please check these two out. And
Oh, you're such a sweetie.
yeah,
Well, thanks for having us, man.
yeah, no problem. We should
Yeah.
do this more often.
I'm
Hell
totally
yeah.
down to do this as many times as you guys want to have me. So
Oh yeah,
And we
Dude,
definitely have to do another discussion after E3.
yeah.
Oh,
Just
of
about to
course.
say that. So, all right. Thanks a bunch, guys.